Hey, what's up, everybody? Now, May the 29th here, and welcome back to another edition of a 10-minute daily update where I'm going to provide you with the most important things that you need to know. So, we're going to take a look at a Bitcoin analysis, and I'm also going to briefly talk about some of the different ways that you can find a trade. Now, I know there's a lot of day traders out there, there's a lot of swing traders out there, and it's important to have a methodology of being able to find a coin to trade. So let's just take a look at some. For everyone that's trading out there, okay, there needs to be a very definitive system that you can follow every single time you're looking for a trade. Even if you are the best at risk management, if you're not familiar with how to find the trade, how to gravitate towards specific coins, it's half of the battle, right? Finding exactly which coins to trade. So we're a little bit closer to finishing up Q2 already. I expect a very bullish October and November and December year. So Q4 is going to be bullish. I expect Q3 to start going parabolic to the upside. And especially for next year is going to be one of the best years that we've seen. Although I do need to remind you that at the end of 2025, when the bull market does finish, it's most likely going to be one of the very last years, last cycles that we're going to see this type of massive ROI again, because every time there's a new Bitcoin cycle and a new all-time high, because the market cap of crypto in general is always so high already, and there's so many new and established coins out there already that it's impossible or very difficult to get massive ROIs and have an even higher market cap. One of the best tools that I've thought of to find a way to trade, okay, so there's so many varieties of different methods to find a coin to trade, right? One method is just to, for example, just look on your trading view. This is the most basic method. You're going to see which coins have pumped the most today, and by percentage, you're going to most likely trade that particular coin. Another method that you can use that takes a lot of time is to pattern hunt. You can go through every single coin that you have on your trading view list here and just go through each one by one and maybe look for a bullish flag or look for an ascending triangle or a symmetric triangle or a descending triangle or some sort of relevant support and resistance that's going to help you time your entry. Now, these are some very tedious ways, of course. Another way is to also hunt for 5 Elliott wave patterns. So you're going to go through every single coin and you're going to keep hunting and hunting and hunting for these coins to catch a 5 Elliott wave count, or even wave 3 and 4, so you can trade the fifth wave, so you can catch the top fifth wave and possibly look for a short pattern. Now, another way that you can trade is this way here, and it's definitely one of my favorites. This is called the Advanced Volatility and Range Scanner of mine that I created with a developer. And this took about 2.5 months to create it, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and especially a lot of money. So what this does is it cuts down the process of having to manually look for volatility. So there's going to be some periods where if you're looking at this chart, for example, over here on TradingView, this 39% move on auction today is going to tell you that it moved only after the daily candle closed. So you see that auction today has moved only 40% exactly from the daily close. So that's how it's going to tell you this percentage move. It's not going to tell you actually how much it's moved from 24 hours. It's only after the daily close, and that needs to be understood. So what if you wanted to find something that's moving within the hour or within the 2 hours or within 4 hours or perhaps within a period of exactly 48 hours, not as in a 2-day candle, but within 48 hours. So this is where my Advanced Volatility and Range Scanner comes in. It's got 4 different columns and every single coin on Binance here. Because it's got every coin on Binance and scanning over 4 different periods for volatility, it's going to immediately be able to tell you what is volatile for that hour or 2 hours or 4 hours or 48 hours. So for example, the first column is going to scan for something exactly in the last hour that has moved 5%. And then you can see right here that API 3 in the past hour has moved 5.3%, and nothing else is highlighted green. Therefore, nothing has been volatile in the past hour. And then you see the 10% in 2 hours on the second column. So if something moved 10% in 2 hours, the second column would highlight right away. If something moved 15% in 4 hours, then you would see the third column highlight. So in this case, the only coin that you can actually see moving right now would be auction. Auction moved 39% in the past 4 hours. And then the final column is hunting for something over a longer period of time. So this is great for swing traders that are looking for a coin that has heavily moved over a period of 48 hours. And once again, it's very different than looking at a 2-day candle, because a 2-day candle relies on taking that candle after the daily has closed and the new day candle has begun. So this is going to hunt for what has moved exactly 20% or more in the past 48 hours, and then it's going to highlight it for you. So for example, you see here, auction has moved 38% in 48 hours. High has moved 34% in 48 hours. And then you also see TIA and TRU that has moved over 20% in the past 48 hours. So this is a way that you keep it on your screen. So for example, for myself here, so I'm just going to show you guys my monitor at the top over here. You can see my monitor at the top is a 43-inch Samsung. And this here has my advanced volatility and range scanner, which is always going to keep it up here. So anytime that I see a coin that's moving and it highlights green, it's going to pop up right away in front of me and I'll see it. So imagine having the ability where if anything starts to move right away, it's going to pop up green. So the first step is to see something that moves 5% in the past 1 hour. So if you see something that's moved 5% in at least 1 hour, it's going to pop up green. So that should bring it to your attention and you should go to that coin to see what it's doing. So in this particular case, we see API 3 has now moved 6.4%. So you would go to API 3 on here to see what it's doing. And then what you would do is use your strategies, of course. So you see that in exactly 1 hour, if I go back here, so this is in 1 hour right here, you see that it's moved about that much, right? So this is going 1 hour back. Actually, from down here. There you go. So you see it moving, and that's why it highlights on the screen there. And then you can say to yourself, okay, well, if it's moving and it's volatile and it's brought to my attention, what can I do with it next? Can I perhaps look for a pattern break? Is it making a pattern that's easily seen where I can trade it? Is it making an ascending triangle? Is it doing anything with Elliott wave? So after it's brought to your attention, then you would employ your methods and strategies for trading. But the most important thing is that you need to have a system that's bringing it to your attention to see which ones are volatile. Because let's say API 3 was moving right now. It's this coin right there. It says 4.9%. Well, if you were only using the TradingView list, just think about how it would even be brought to your attention. Unless you somehow memorize all 300 coins here and you knew that an hour ago this was at 0 and then it moved 5%, there's no way. Or maybe you're looking at every single coin and you're always scanning, right? Which is also impossible. So the only way for you to actually know what coin is pumping right away would be to have some sort of scanner like this. And that's exactly why I created this. And then also, if it's even more volatile, it's eventually going to move to the second column and the first. So then if this API 3 starts to move a lot, right now you see API 3 at 8.28% right here. So if that starts to get more volatile and it hits the 10%, then it's going to also highlight in the second one there. And then if it starts to move 15% within the past 4 hours, then the third one will highlight. If it moves 20% in the past 48 hours, then all of these will highlight. All 4 will highlight. So just to give you an example, somebody in my Discord group today said, whoa, auction is going crazy. I saw them all pop up on the crypto screener right there. Saw them all pop up green and it pulled up on TradingView. So this is the chart that he shared. So this is exactly what you would see. You would see auction highlight all green. So if you see something like that ever, you need to go to that coin and take a look at it right away, because that's the coin you want to focus on. And that's the coin. It's being brought to your attention. So you should know what coin to look at, and then you can evaluate and analyze what you can do. Not only that, this screener, this advanced volatility and range scanner, it also hunts for support. So there's many different options as well. So for example, it can hunt for a chandelier exit support as well. So it's not just gonna scan for anything that for the range, right? So it's got a setting here as well. If you see here, it says range or the SLR, which refers to the stop loss range within the chandelier exit. So just to give you an example on that, as you guys know, I use the chandelier exit as a measurement of how the market is trending. So if you're using that SLR, let's say I set it for 3%, it's gonna look for something that's within 3% of whatever time frame you have it on. So let's say you have it set for 5% and you're looking for it on the 5-minute time frame. Anything that's close to 5% and trending bullishly on this whatever coin you're on, it's gonna light up green as well. So there's a lot of different parameters that you can set, and this took me a lot of time, a lot of money to actually develop it, and I don't believe there's anything out on the market like this at all. You can customize it by putting it in for any exchange as well. And so just to show you here, you can set a bunch of different coins, right? There's 40 coins. You choose whatever coin you want as well from any exchange. And the way it works is you basically load up 7 indicators of this and you manually put them all in. And then you create a custom macro that does it for you, which is very easy, and it takes less than an hour to get it running. So this is by far, in my opinion, the best way to find a trade. You need to have a method that's going to gravitate you towards the coin that's moving. So for anybody that's interested in this scanner of mine, it only comes with the elite group access of mine. I have a Discord group where there's the premium group, and then there's the elite group. So the elite group, they actually get the AI trading mastery course of mine. They get to learn all of the advanced strategies that I never talk about in any of my videos because it's very secret and only for my elite group. You also get access to this scanner of mine as well. And you also get access to the signals group of mine as well, where if you guys are not familiar with that, take a look at this. I've created a signals group with a 15-minute time frame that has alerts for day traders, and also a 4-hour signals group that has alerts for 4 hours for swing traders. They're very high probable to rally, and it uses 9 different confluent reasons before it actually prints off this buy signal for you. I've also created a tutorials page for people to use and learn how to interpret this signals group. So if you follow my risk management strategies, if you follow all of the rules for entry and exit, etc. as well, then you're gonna increase your chances of being profitable in the signals group. If you would like to join this signals group by itself, it's $125 and you get access to it for life. Or if you join the elite group where there's only 5 slots available a month to join, you're gonna get access to this as well. So if you were to join the elite group, this is what you would get. You would get this guy right there. It goes for $995, but you also get access to all of my previous courses that I've ever made before. You get this course as well, of course, access to the elite group, lifetime membership to the elite group and the Discord group, and access to the signals channel. So for those that really want to take their trading to the next level, to find the best coins to trade, this scanner is what you need to have in your life to maximize your chances of catching the best trades. So let's do a quick Bitcoin analysis. I'm going to talk to you guys about where we stand right now. So right now, Bitcoin is having a lot of trouble breaking some key resistance ranges. We are now exactly in this range for a long period of time now. You can see this range. It's actually beautiful for accumulation. So you're going to see this range between around $60,700 and $71,000. In this range is where a lot of bulls are starting to invest and accumulate. Many large banks are now starting to disclose their portfolios. Canadian banks are disclosing their billion-dollar portfolios as well. Regulation is shaping up positively. A lot of politicians for the 2024 America elections are bullish on crypto because they understand that a lot of countries are adopting it more mainstream than them, and they've got to catch up. So Bitcoin is heavily being accumulated, and so are alts in this range. We also need to understand firmly that after the Bitcoin halving period occurs, there's always going to be a major period of accumulation and volatility before a major break begins to the upside. Ethereum's ETF was approved, and we saw the price action reflect that. I believe Ethereum not this year, but this bull market season could easily get up to over $10,000. And I believe that Bitcoin is going to achieve well over $150,000. Some of the top performing coins that I think are going to do extremely well are coins like Polkadot and Solana and Near, and also Superverse, Beam, RNDR as well. And of course, the new artificial superintelligence coin that's coming out from the merge with FET, Ajax, and also Ocean. These coins are going to be very hot. A lot of coins from the gaming category are going to explode as well. I personally believe in investing in the gaming infrastructure, and of course taking a look at some games standalone by itself, like Shrapnel, Big Time, Heroes of Mavia. Those are great picks. Infrastructures like Beam, Gala, IMX, Superverse, those are some of the great picks as well. And of course, it's good to have a diversification between layer 1s and layer 2. And I always recommend to keep a good amount of Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, despite their lower ROI potential. It's good to have a safety net and put your capital when you invest in coins that have a higher chance of succeeding, rather than in low cap coins or ones that have just released their white papers where you're hoping to get a 10,000x return. Those are very risky investments, and it's always good to have a diversification between very low risk coins and high market cap coins, rather than only going for the coins that are looking like meme coins, for example, or low market cap coins that you think are going to go to the moon. So make sure you guys are staying very patient. Bitcoin is staying in a sideways range for a period of time now, and not much is going to change until we break above this particular range of around $71,800, 72K. So be patient for now. Bitcoin is holding extremely strong above the 4-day chandelier exit support here, and I believe it's going to continue to do so soon. In July, there could be a major rally leading up to Q3 and also Q4. So for now, your job is to stay very bullish and especially patient, and make sure to DM me to get into the elite group. There's actually 2 slots left this month. 2 people were committed to it, but they unfortunately were not able to make it. So 2 slots are available right now. Make sure you guys are DMing me, and I'm going to make sure that you get the best possible education and attention and time in the Discord group. So thank you very much for watching me, everybody. I appreciate you coming to my channel. If you enjoy this type of content, just show me some love by hitting a like button, and make sure to subscribe me. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram already, to follow my journey of crypto and my weight loss journey, I've actually lost 35 pounds in the course of about 100 days. I've also been heavily lifting and working out for 59 days now. A lot of people on social media were saying I was looking very unhealthy. So I have to thank you guys for pushing me to get to a healthy level, and I've never felt better in my life before. So have a great day, and I look forward to all seeing you succeed heavily this upcoming bull market. Bye now.